Hey everybody, it's your buddy Jimbo, Blue Collar Beer Review. One beer, one take. All for y'all. All right, look it. It's Friday, big beer time. Big beer time. Not a huge alcohol beer, but it's a big beer. Plus it's Friday. Plus it's Spooktober. It is Spookytober. So I got a little something extra with this beer. I got a little story with it. It's kind of cool. This is Jester King Brewery out of Austin, Texas. This is a Farmhouse rye IPA. The keyword rye. This beer is called the Wytchmaker. All right, and that's a pretty cool name. I thought it pretty fascinating. This is unfiltered, unpasteurized, well water, malted barley, malted rye. Remember that word? We're getting back to it. Rye. It's got hops, native yeast, and souring bacteria in it to tie it all together to make this super special Wytchmaker. So, you want to know why they call it the Wytchmaker? You do, don't you? Quick story. You've all heard about the Salem witch trials, right? 1692, Salem, Massachusetts. It's a small Puritan town there, and there's a theory of why this whole thing broke out and how witches started. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, there were witch trials, and people were being killed for being witches, particularly young girls, young teenage girls were being killed and put on trial for being witches. So as the story goes, as the research goes, so these kids, these young witches, they were seeing things, and they were acting crazy. They were tripping out like they were on LSD, and things were going crazy. They had crawling under their skin, and it was getting to these younger girls. There's this thing called rye-induced ergotism, and it's a fungus that can grow on rye, and this fungus that grows on rye it turns poisonous, and it turns into like this. It can make you really sick, and the symptoms are, hallucinating things, seizures, all sorts of crazy things. And the doctor in the town is like, yeah, I don't know anything about, they didn't know anything about shit like that. So he said, they're bewitched. They're witches. They gotta be witches. Let's kill them, hang them, burn them, throw rocks at them. All the good stuff you do to not good stuff. You mean stuff you do to witch? No, you shouldn't do bad things to witches. Witches are nice people too. They probably like beer. So, and then I guess it affects young people first. So they baked this rye into the bread. The young people were eating the bread. The girls, they were mainly the bakers of the bread and stuff. So they started to get it first. And then the other townspeople started to get it, started to act crazy too. But that just fed into the hysteria. And then a year later, 2 years later, all this is gone. There's no more witches anymore. It was like this one-shot deal. So that's the theory. And they call this beer the Wytchmaker, which it's got this scary witch on it, looking maiden. I think she's kind of cute myself, but, I roll like that. Old Jimbo, I don't judge, witchy. I don't judge, as long as you're delicious. So, with that being said, this beer is a big beer. It's only 6% alcohol by volume. It's 1.94 pint. It's a 1.94 pint. So that's fluid ounces. whatever, 1 pint, 0.94 fluid ounces. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So that's a lot of beer. That's a long story too, but it's fun. It was kind of cool. I didn't know that. I wanted to know about why would they call a beer Wytchmaker, and it's kind of weird. So if I start acting crazy after drinking this, you'll know why. Maybe I got the witch flu. I don't know. The co-witch. Let's see what I did there. So wish me luck. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for y'all. And you, witchy women. They're the best. Here we go. We're going to do the double dump. You know the double dump. The look, listen, smell. Whoa! Wait, what? Did you guys see that? This is possessed. Wow. This is witchy beer. Holy schmoly. The witchy. That witch wasn't happy. I was trying to tell the story. Gotta do that. Waste all your beer on me. This beer is, like I said, it's unpasteurized, but also this is batch 15. This was bottled in 2015. Yeah. So it's aged. It's aged in this bottle. That's how they do it. So I'm gonna have to be careful. The witch is no joke. She spewed forth. It's like those girls might have been possessed. They acted like that. Yeah, that's a lot of beer left in there. I'm in trouble. Got a little sour to it also. She's loud. She's loud and active. There's no doubt about it. And she is most definitely murky. That is one shady woman right there. Woo! Well, we're off to see the wizard. Wow. Oh, man, the jury's out on this witch. This is a trial by fire right here. Let me get. Man, that's got some crazy flavor to it. Come on, we're almost there. Oh, we're halfway home. There we go. Good girl. What the good girl? I gotta get back to this. Oh, man. I'm speaking in tongues. Holy Toledo. That's beer. Do not mess around with this beer. This isn't for rookies, all right? Here, I want to close up the look on her face. I hope you can see it. It's a look kind of disappointment. She beat me. You wicked, evil bitch. How dare you do that on my own channel? I'm telling you. Oh, this is a fantastic beer. It's crazy tasting. It has a taste of that rye IPA, but it's kind of a sour also. It's got that souring bacteria that they put in it, and it's aged. Man, this stuff's got some kick to it. It is fantastic. It's crazy. This beer is definitely not for everyone. I burped me. This is record burp time on this one, and it almost killed me going down. The Wytchmaker. Yes. I'm telling you, Farmhouse rye IPA. Chester King Brewing, Austin, Texas. They make a fine beer. And this is impressive beer. And it was a good time. I really had a good time with her. And you guys should try it, all right? If you get a chance. This is not cheap beer, but it is definitely a wild ride. So with that being said, and yeah, I may be a little possessed and might be acting a little crazy here in a little while. Rye. Remember rye? Yeah. Ergotism. Yeah, it's a bad thing, but it might work out for old Jimbo. Listen, good beer, good times. I love everyone. Leave me a like, tell a friend, spread the good news. There's enough beer for everybody. That's the good news. Have a great weekend. Jimbo approved.